Hey there, fellow marketers. Professor Walters here, and today we're here in Huntsville, Alabama at the Depot Museum. And today we're going to continue our discussion on sustainable competitive advantages. And what we're going to do now is actually look at what we call operational excellence. Like, if you run your company better, that can give you a sustainable competitive advantage over your competition. So, for example, if you look at sports teams, if they have a better coach that can train their players up right and get them to play better, that's going to give teams an advantage. That's why you have teams like the Patriots or the San Antonio Spurs and stuff like that year after year usually are pretty good because their coaches get the best out of their players. So that can add value there, and that helps them stay ahead. If you think about it, it could be, maybe you're scouting. You figure out who are going to be the best players. If I'm not going to get the first pick in the draft, I'm going to get the 50th pick. Can I find a diamond in the rough there? That's going to help you out. And so when you look at it, what we're really trying to do is trying to develop a really efficient and effective operations for our business. Okay, and this is going to go throughout our firm, whether it's in our supply chain, it's our management, human resources, our accounting, our finance department, all these things there. If we do a better job at that, we can do better. Because if you think about it, a well-managed company is going to succeed. And if you have a badly or poorly managed company, no matter how good your products are, even great companies go out of business with bad management. So we want to kind of think about those things. And so if we can figure out, in terms of this operational excellence, if we can figure out a way to have an efficient way to operate our business to get our customers what they want faster, how they want it, when they want it, in a way that they feel it's really a value to them, that's going to get them to actually buy from us more often. And the thing is, if we can do that at a lower cost than our competition, that's going to help us maintain an advantage over them. And those extra profits we can use that into helping our company run even better, make us more efficient, make our supply chain even better. And that's why a lot of times supply chain management and strong relationships with our suppliers kind of go along with that operational excellence. Because you think about that, if I can get exclusive territorial rights, I'm the only person that can sell these Krispy Kreme donuts in this area, that's going to help me out. Or if you can negotiate better, you can be the one that negotiates those rights to be the exclusive energy supplier for a town or something like that. These things can give you an advantage. And the thing is with that negotiations, if we're negotiating a better price for our products, then the thing is we can pass that savings on to our customers so they're willing to come back and buy from us more often. Also, if you think about it, if we're good at this, we might be able to get, products that are in short supply when other people can't. Because think about it, there's a restaurant that has the freshest fish in town, has or a grocery store that has the freshest produce in town. These things that get people to come back again and again and again because they consistently get those freshest ingredients. And then another one I think is really important to talk about, and I related that in sports a little bit, but really human resource management is really one that really makes a big difference here in operational excellence. Because one, if you can go out and recruit people to come to your business and hire the best people, that's going to get you a heads up. But also retaining them, getting them to stay. If you don't want the employees leaving all the time, like Liam going around here in a circle again and again, you don't want that, rotating door with people leaving all the time, because then you got to retrain them, and those things cost money. So if we can get a way to keep our employees to stay, that's going to help us out. And if we know how to train them as well to get them to excel in the positions they're in, that's going to be a big difference. And that's where really the sports things come in, because people will address, well, the first pick in the draft is going to be the best player ever, but it's not always the case. And sometimes they say, look, sometimes being number one in the draft isn't the best because you're not going to the right situation. And operational excellence really shows there is a difference in the type of companies you work for. Because if you get a good management team, good training and stuff like that, it can make a big difference and help you consistently be ahead of your competition. And that's why it gives you that sustainable competitive advantage, because we have a better management team that manages better, that keeps us working better, keeps us being a success, and it goes a long way. So I hope this helps you understand a little bit more about operational excellence in terms of those four main competitive advantages or sustainable competitive advantages. Anyway, I wish you all the best, and bye from here in Huntsville, Alabama. Liam, you want to say bye?
Bye.
You can say bye. You want to say bye?
I just said.
You want to say again?
No.
No? All right, well, I'll say bye for him. Bye.